An election day just under a month away. Fox 59 is your election headquarters. Last night, Mayor Joe Hogsett faced off against his Republican challenger, Jefferson Shreve. It's the first debate of the Indianapolis mayoral race.
And the focus was issues affecting the city's black community. Our Cameron Riddle was the co-moderator of that debate. He joins us now right here at the desk with more on what the candidates had to say, and I'm assuming it's a lot.
There was a lot. There was a lot in an hour, but we got through it. We spent nearly half of that debate talking about public safety, including the number of guns on the street and their use in violent crime. But I also asked them about other issues like charter schools. We told you just last week that another charter school was closing in the middle of the year. Despite that news, more than half of the students who live within the boundaries of Indianapolis public schools now attend charter schools. Some argue having 60 charter schools in one city is killing public schools. I asked both candidates if they would be in favor of a moratorium on opening any new charter schools so the focus can turn to improving and saving schools that are already open. Both candidates said no.
I am an advocate for charter schools and moreover for the parental choice on the public school avenue that their children take.
The responsible growth of charter schools is not the right direction to take.
I also asked both candidates about the skyrocketing rent and tax payments breaking the pockets of Marion County residents. Mayor Joe Hogsett told us about the city's pilot program to keep people in their homes, while Councilor Shreve said he'd like to see assessment caps so neighborhoods can have investment without causing longtime residents to lose their homes.
There are tools and paths that exist and that a Shreve administration will pursue to put caps on the growth in the assessed valuation on homes for long-term residents, and particularly those living on a fixed income.
We're piloting in a program to keep longtime residents in their homes. The Riverside neighborhood will be the first location, and if successful, we will scale that up and expand the program.
For certain, there will be crises.
I also asked the candidates about other issues, including public safety, homelessness in Indy, and food deserts. We'll show you more of that coming up this morning. If you missed last night's debate, you'll have another chance to hear from the candidates in just a couple of weeks. Fox 59 will host that debate. You can watch it live right here on October 26th at 7 p.m.
I'm glad you mentioned the food deserts, because that's what I was actually going to ask you if that was mentioned, because if you can't, you think of kids going to school, they didn't eat. If you don't have access to fresh, good food, how are you supposed to
You got to
succeed?
travel so far to get it.
Correct.
It's like, so that was brought up.
That was brought up. I asked them about the Indy Fresh Market that just opened last week, and so I asked them, what are you guys going to do, if anything, to make sure that a store like this not only opens, but stays open? Because we've had several of these pop open and then they disappear. So they both had some sort of answer on that. We'll show you some of that this morning.
Oh, good job there. Didn't know you were doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
looking forward to the rest.
Appreciate it.
6:10 now. And speaking of voter registration deadline, it's tomorrow, by the way, October 10th. You can register to vote at a BMV branch or online at indianavoters.com. I think BMV branches are closed today for Columbus Day, though, right? Early voting begins on Wednesday, and then Election Day is November 7th.